Hi everybody, this is Kim from the YMCA of Austin, and tonight we're going to be doing some quarantine cooking. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a challenge to find something every night, and so I've been digging around in my pantry. And so we're going to make an easy dish tonight, and I'm going to show you how to serve it 3 ways when we're done. So we're going to start with, I've got about 2.5 pounds of stew meat. You don't have to have that many, but that's what I had. That's what HEB had. So, and it says lean beef boneless stew value pack. All right. So I've got the whole handy dandy crock pot here, and I did wash my hands in case you're wondering. So we're just going to load this up in the crock pot. You can brown it if you want to, but it's really not necessary for this particular recipe. I'm a person that loves to brown everything, so usually I do, but for this one, the gravy's going to be really dark anyway, so it's not really necessary. And we're going to cook it a long time. All right. Then we're going to add 1 can of French onion soup if you have it. If you don't have it, you can use beef broth. And dump them in. All right. Then we're going to add a can of beef consomme. If you don't have that, you could add beef broth, but at some point you have to put something in with some body. So if you have a can of cream of golden mushroom soup, that is much preferable to me, but can't really find that in my pantry and can't really find it at HEB right now. So he goes in. And then I'm putting in a cup of water because I want to have a lot of gravy when this is done. You can put in more or less. So there's 2.5 pounds of the beef. There's a can of French onion soup. There's a can of beef consomme, and there's a cup of water. Again, if you don't have any of those canned soups, you can use a can of cream of mushroom, cream of celery, cream of chicken, really cream of anything. At my house, we called it cream of something soup. So, and that's it. It's going to sit there, and I'm going to let it cook overnight, and then we're going to check it, and then we're going to do some great stuff with it. So that's it. See you in a bit. Hi everybody, it's Kim from the YMCA back with the continuation of our quarantine cooking with the beef. So just to remind you, it's slow cooked all night long, and so we're back to check in on it. So let's see what we got going here. We talked about the gravy would be really dark, and so that's where we're at. You see all the gravy in there, and the beef has cooked up. It smells really good. And remember, we put a can of beef consomme, a can of French onion soup, and a little bit of water in there. If you had put a can of cream of something soup, cream of mushroom, or cream of celery, it'd be a little bit lighter, but still the same. If you were lucky enough to find a can of cream of golden mushroom, it would look fairly similar. So what we're going to do now is, I'm a fan of mushrooms, and so I'm going to add some mushrooms. I bought these mushrooms, Baby Bella mushrooms at HEB. So I've washed them, and I've measured out a really hearty 2 cups worth. So we're going to put those in. If you don't like mushrooms, you don't have to do that. And I will tell you too, if you're not a meat eater, which I eat a lot more plants than I do meat, but if you're not a meat eater, you could have done the same thing with the beef, but with diced potatoes. So we're going to put the lid back on this and let this go for about 15 or 20 more minutes, and then we'll be back. Hi everybody. Well, welcome back. We're finishing up our beef cooking in quarantine. Where we left off, I had added some mushrooms, and I've left it on low, so it took me a little longer than the original 15 minutes, so it took about 30, but if you want to turn it up on high, you could get it done in 15. So let's see what we got. So since we were both together last, I made some noodles. These were just what I had, which was Skinner Ultra Wide Egg Noodles. You could use any noodles you have. You don't have to do this all at once. I'll make a pot of this, and that's my dinner, lunch, breakfast for like a week. So then I made some white rice, just plain old white rice. And then I've got a a French dip sandwich cooking over there. So let's see what we're looking like in here. So I think this is really pretty yummy for dinner. So you take your noodles with a little bit of your beef and mushroom mixture that you made. You could add some cheese on it if you want to. I like to put some green onion on top. I think it makes it look pretty and it gives a little bit of crunch. So here's option 1. And these are the onions I used, these little guys. This is the white rice. And you'll see what that looks like to serve. A lot of gravy in there. Here's my very favorite option. So get a hoagie roll, and I had Swiss cheese in my freezer, so I pulled that out, so I'm using Swiss cheese, but you could use whatever cheese you have. Let me run over here and get this guy. So I move these fellas out of the way. So what I did was I took my roll and I loaded it up with some of my ingredients from the crock pot and put the cheese on. And then I took a cast iron and just kind of toasted it a little bit. We'll cut them and show you what it looks like in there. That's what the middle looks like, which I think looks scrumptious. I pulled off some of the juice out of the pan, and I would serve it just like that. So you got your sandwich, you can do a little dip. I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing deli in the future of this. And again, this is from the one dish that we did with the beef. Couple of cans of stuff from your pantry, really no other seasonings, and then I put in some mushrooms. You can leave the mushrooms out. Again, if you don't eat meat, try it with diced potatoes. It's really good. And I added Swiss cheese to this. I happen to have some green onions, so I cut those up for a little crunch, and that's it. We have 3 different meals, and this will keep in your refrigerator for at least a good week. So enjoy, and we'll talk soon. Bye. That's delicious.